EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
NHL 2005.
We're here at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. Hello, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
We've got a great game coming up between the Los Angeles Kings and the Ottawa Senators.
This one's about effort. You've got two solid hockey clubs going head-to-head that can ice 4 quality lines.
The winner here will be the team with the most energy.
Well, that's all it is. Hard work and winning the little battles along the boards.
Here's a look at tonight's referee.
He's been around for 6 seasons and calls a pretty loose game. Players know they can get away with a little bit more when he's calling the game.
We're just about ready to drop the puck, so now let's get down to center ice. And the faceoff is won by Stumple. Knocked him off the puck. Alfredson grabbed it. Bowled over.
He really bounced his man with that hit.
Moved across. Over the blue line. Turned away by Hasek. Into the attacking zone. Alfredson broke out a great... He scores! And we have our first goal of the game.
There's nothing as lethal as a quick and accurate wrist shot.
The goalie will be seeing that one in his nightmares. Los Angeles has given up the early lead.
Jim, that should serve as a wake-up call for the defense. No matter who you're up against, not to challenge every shot and every pass.
Centers it. Moultrie drops him.
Talk about laying a guy out.
Scramble in front. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets checked by Barada.
Send him right to the ice.
Brings it out. In over the line. It's played across by Hossa. Saved by Guerin. Mowed down.
Excellent physical play.
The Senators go offside. Now let's have a look at tonight's starting goaltenders, brought to you by EA Sports. About to drop the puck. Face-off won by Stumple. Across. Over the blue line. Chara knocks him over. That looked like trouble. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Geralt stoned him cold. Over the line. He gets worked over by Redden. Huge shot by Nordstrom. Stoned by Hasek. In the corner. Shoots the puck. Blocked. Ottawa under attack in its own end of the ring. It's picked off by Palfi. In over the line. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Vishnowski. Into the attacking zone. He gets checked by Redden. Advances the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. Hard one-time shot by Smolinski. Brings it out. Passed up to the neutral zone. Passed over. Over center. Over the blue line. Hasek turns it aside. Shoots it hard. Shot blocked by Volchenko. In front. Weak shot. Hasek covers up. Now let's have a look at the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Kings. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by White. Brings it out. Over the line. Turned away by Geralt. Brings it out. Offside against the Kings. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the Ottawa Senators. The puck is about to be dropped. Face-off won by Spezza. He gets locked up by Volchenko. Out of their defensive end. End to end. Hit. Jim, that was a major league bump. Moved across by Miller. He gets hit by Barada.
That was a big league body check.
In over the line. Into the attacking zone. The Senators come in offside. Andy Murray had to overcome a lot of adversity in the 03-04 campaign, Craig.
Well, although they missed the playoffs, Jim, Murray's Kings were able to stay competitive, suffering through an unbelievable 536-man games lost to injury.
And out they come with a puck. Offside.
This guy's looking sharp tonight. He's got one goal and a few good shots.
He's shown some pretty good energy. Look for him to get more involved. They're getting ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Carter. Over the blue line. Pushed. And time winds down as the first period comes to an end with the score 1-0.
Days are back again. Vintage jerseys now on sale at all kiosks in the arena and the main store. Pick yours up before their history again.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome back.
We've got a close game brewing, so it should be a good one.
We're ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Smolinski. Over the line. He gets leveled by Redden.
He really threw him off stride.
Brings it out. In over the line. Geralt makes the glove save. At center. Into the attacking zone. Rink-wide pass. Brings it out. Run over. You can hear that one up here. Kearney's gets roughed up. Up through center. Over the line. In front. Hasek gets a pad on it. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shove.
There's some physical play.
Across. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. In over the line. In front. Goaltender stopped that. Palfy with a wrist shot. Missed the net. Checked. That shook him up. Los Angeles has a relentless attack going here. Brings it up. Offside, Ottawa.
He is one of the best body checkers in the league, and you can see how he explodes through that check.
The ref is ready to drop the puck. Carter wins the faceoff. Vishnowski corrals the puck. Over the line. Shoots the puck. The shot is blocked by DeVries. Into the attacking zone. Taken out.
That was a throwdown. Hit. Great contact.
Behind the net. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Right in front. Geralt makes the pad save. A lateral pass. Moved up. In over the line. DeVries pushes him. Robitaille fires. Hasek reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hard shot. Geralt turned him away. Takes it behind the net. Shoots quickly. He gets rocked by White.
He unloads a big hit.
Shoots the puck. Geralt reached out for the puck. Played back. Ottawa has the puck and won't give it up in the attacking zone. Geralt with a great save. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets creamed by Chara. Out of their defensive end. He gets nailed by Palfy.
Man, that was a jarring hit.
Checked.
I could feel that one from here.
Offside, Los Angeles. So much of this game is about confidence.
Well, that's just it. Once a guy's found the scoreboard, he's always hungry for more.
Defenders should be keeping tabs on this guy. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. And the face-off is won by Spezza. He gets checked by Straka.
A great job of stepping up.
In over the line. Shoots! Hasek reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Moved ahead by Phillips. Geralt reached out for the puck. Moved ahead. Brings it out.
Hit! Another hit like that and sparks will fly.
Sent flying.
A smackdown.
And that's the end of the second period. 1-0 as we head to the break.
Stars of tomorrow. Check out page 21 of your program for a look at the players in the system.
It's time for the third period.
With a score like this, you can expect both teams to try to crank it up.
The action's about to start. Face-off won by Smolinski. It's played up by Nordstrom. Over the blue line.
Gets the shot off. Not even close.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Bonfa thrashed. Smolinski fires it. Brings it out. Over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Checked.
That's showing authority.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Taken out.
These checks keep everyone on their toes, Jim.
Ottawa puts its second line out. Brings it out. Passed across. Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Geralt stones him cold. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Flattened.
It's getting rough out there.
Out of their defensive end. Behind the net. In over the line. It's flipped ahead by Volchenkov. Into the attacking zone. The crowd's upset. No penalty call. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Spezza. Brings it out. Ottawa puts its third line out. Long pass. Through center. In over the line. Turned aside by Hasek. A lateral pass. Out of their defensive end. The Senators go offside. Sometimes a coach likes to change the game and influence his bench with a little argument with the referee. And this is why he's upset, Craig. I think I'd have to agree with him. They're getting ready for the face-off. Belanger won the draw. Over the blue line. In front. He scores!
A loose puck after the initial shot led to that goal. Rebounds like that are lethal to a goal.
Los Angeles is now hungry for the tiebreaker.
That would make for one heck of a comeback, Jim.
Muscled off the puck.
Belanger, assisted by number 19, Sean Avery.
Rink wide pass. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. A shot from the slot by Schaefer. Brings it out. Fires it hard. Hasek turned him away. In over the line. In the corner. In front. Carroll made the pad save. Over the blue line. Mowed down.
It's getting pretty intense down there.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Stumble at center. Over the line. He gets hit by Modry. In front. Geralt made the huge save. Brings it out. Over center. Into the attacking zone. Shove.
In the third period.
Right in front. Brings it out. Over the line. In front. Hossa, weak shot. Stumple. Up through center. In over the line. Taken out.
A devastating hit.
And the Los Angeles Kings will take this opportunity to make a change. Sent flying. Fisher out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Thrashed.
He couldn't avoid that one.
Pass to him. Brings it out. Over the line. Belanger gets checked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. It's given up by Fisher. Alfredson grabbed it. Passed across. Up through center.
3 periods have settled nothing, so we're going into
have you
overtime.
joined our fan club yet? All members get a membership card, a special monthly newsletter, and a chance for free tickets and merchandise.
Time now for the first period of overtime.
Top players thrive on this kind of pressure.
And the faceoff is won by White. In over the line. Right in front. Geralt made the brilliant save. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. In the corner. Hasek slams the door shut. Brings it out. Through center. Over the line. Knocked over. Stumble. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Hasek got a pad on it. Brings it out. In over the line. Pushed aside by Geralt. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Into the attacking zone. A shot from the slot by Havlat. Geralt makes the save. Los Angeles is under relentless pressure. Robitaille cranks it, turned away. Hasek covers up for the whistle. About to drop the puck. Face-off won by Fisher. Brings it out. Passed over the blue line. Saved by Geralt. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets hit by Redden.
He came up fast and hit him hard.
Up through center. Ottawa's going to make a change.
Hit.
Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shove. Right in front. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Over the line. He gets out-muscled by Nordstrom.
You could feel the impact up here.
Robitaille brings it out. Advances the puck. Checked. Brings it out. It's flipped up by Stumple. Nordstrom moves it ahead. Played across. Quick shot from the slot by Alfredson. Run over. Shoots quickly. Get off. Stoned in cold. Out of their defensive end. Palfy. Moved up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Geralt reached out for the puck. Passed over. Brings it out. Over the line. Palfy may not be able to continue after that one.
Well, most guys will play hurt, but you really don't want to fool around with an elbow injury.
Geralt makes the huge save. Chara looks like he got him clean.
I'd have to agree, Jim. Plenty of contact there, but nothing dirty. Sometimes it's just a matter of bad luck.
Or bad timing. And the faceoff is won by White. Shove. Scramble for the puck. In over the line. Turned aside by Geralt. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Robitaille with shot. Hasek hangs on for the whistle. Los Angeles lines up in an aggressive formation. Face-off won by Fisher. Into the attacking zone. Scramble! Intercepted in the slot. Passed across. Brings it out. Over the line. Stumple shoots it hard.
His shot was way off target.
Big hit. In over the line. He gets leveled by Chara.
He lined him up and lowered the boom.
Breakaway. Rocked. Thrashed. Brings it out. Flattened. Over the blue line. Right in front. Hasek with a brilliant save.
There's a lot of emotion in this game, and these two teams just don't like each other. You can see it starting to come to the forefront.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Stumple wins the faceoff. Quintel, quick shot. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Phillips fired it hard. He misses. Short pass. Brings it out. Rink-wide pass. Offside against the Kings. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. An Ottawa faceoff win. That's offside. Puck is about to be dropped. And the faceoff is won by Fisher.
He still doesn't know where he went. Great deep.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Offside. Los Angeles lines up in a standard formation. Face-off won by Belanger. In over the line. Hasek made the save. Moved across. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Mowed down. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Right in front. Goaltender stopped that. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Cranks one. Shot blocked by DeVries. Brings it out. Here we go. The gloves are off.
No love lost between these guys, Jim.
Was a mismatch. He just got pummeled.
You're right. Not the best showing with the gloves off.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Senators win that draw. Over the line. He gets rocked by Dempsey. Hard wrist shot by Fisher. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Roughed up. In the corner. Slaps it, goes behind his net. Into the attacking zone. A shot from the slot by Alfredson. Goaltender stopped that. Denied by Guerin. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Stumple shoots it. Turned away. A lateral pass. He gets shoved by Modry. Hit.
He took a solid check there.
Brings it up. Over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Right in front. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Platt shoots quickly. Hasek denies him. Brings it up. Into the attacking zone. Whistles one. In front. Saved by Guerin. Smolinski whips it. He gets taken out by Alfredson. Brings it out. Frolov shoves him over the line. The game is delayed while the glass is replaced. Here in overtime, it's still tied, 1-1.
His fillings are going to rattle with that hit. He was pounded.
We're ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Fisher. Over the blue line. Passed over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shoots. Blocked. Short pass. In front. Guerin turns the shot aside. In over the line. Alfredson missed the net. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Platt gets flattened. Fisher. Over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets checked by Schaefer. In the corner. In front. Stick save. Played across. In over the line. Guerin got a leg on it. Out of their defensive end. Mad scramble. Takes it behind the net. Hasek made the huge save. He freezes the puck. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Face-off won by Stumple. He has his pocket picked. Weak wide pass. Geralt reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Over the blue line. In behind. Oh, off the crossbar. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Little deep there by Alfredson. Geralt turns it away. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Moved over. Platt shoots the puck. Alfredson grabbed it. And the Los Angeles Kings will take this opportunity to make a change. Hip check. Hossa controls the puck. Shoots it quickly. DeVries grabbed it. Alfredson grabbed it. Brings it up. Over the blue line. Geralt made the brilliant save. Brings it out. Over the line. Out of their defensive end. Hard wrist shot by Schaefer. Geralt made the huge save. In over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Gets the shot off. Hasek reached out for the puck. Ottawa's going to make a change. Over the blue line. Laid out. Slap shot by White. Geralt gets a leg on it. Brings it out. Over the line. Taken out. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. One times it. Goaltender stopped that. Alfredson. This thing's over. Los Angeles has lost it. 2-1 the final score. Wow, what a wrister he uncorked on that goal.
That was an absolute laser beam that found the back of the net.
Tonight's third star for Ottawa, number 39, Dominic Hasek. Tonight's second star, Ottawa, number 11, Daniel Alfredson. And tonight's first star for Los Angeles, number 31, Matthew Guerin.
From Los Angeles, California, I'm Jim Hewson.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.